Hello guys, thank you for coming today. I'm not very happy, or at least I wasn't very happy. Well, I'm still not very happy, but I've calmed down since I was furious before, and that's because of Bethesda's greed. Bethesda have decided for some reason or other to charge UK gamers and Brazilian gamers an extortionate charge for the up and coming Fallout 4. And just to give evidence of that, Fallout 4 in the United States is $59.99. In the UK it's £49.99, which equates to, at the time of making this video, 78 US dollars. In Brazil it's probably slightly more. Now let's compare that to Grand Theft Auto 5 in the US. That too is $59.99, but in the UK it is only £39.99, which equates to, once again, at the time of making this video, 62 US dollars. And really I should stop saying only costs £39.99 because it's more or less the same as in the United States. But of course we are rip-off Britain and we're used to that, and this is the reason why I'm putting my foot down, because we need to put our foot down and say no, we should not be accepting these price hikes by these greedy publishers like Bethesda. Now of course Rockstar Games, formerly DMA of course, well Rockstar North, they had every opportunity to be able to try and make as much money as they possibly could with Grand Theft Auto 5. That too, in fact, Grand Theft Auto 5 is probably the best possible example that you could have of a game, of a AAA game that would undoubtedly have sold. The sales, the amount of money that the game has generated is testament to the fact that it's one of the best games of all time, one of the biggest games, one of the most eagerly anticipated games, and yet still they were not stupid or greedy enough to be charging £49.99 like Bethesda are doing with Fallout 4 here in the UK. So that's the reason why I'm angry. I think, to be honest, I'm more angry about the fact that I found out by reading the forums, because at the time I had no idea that there was this price disparity. I thought that by paying £49.99, that's where everywhere else was being charged. Obviously I'm not stupid and didn't take into account the exchange rates and what have you, but the difference between $77 and $62 with regards to Fallout 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5 is a huge difference. And so by finding out that way I was very, very pissed off, for want of a better euphemism. So yeah, I've decided to apply for a refund. Now when it comes to refunds, it's very, very new to Steam. It's a welcome addition. It's taken a long time to appear on the platform, but there are certain exceptions when it comes to refunds. This is slightly different for pre-order refunds, which Fallout 4 is. It's not out until October or November time, but the exceptions are the 2-hour limit. So you can't have played for more than 2 hours after launch, and of course it has to be within 14 days of launch. So I will say that with Batman Arkham Knight, Steam were kind enough to refund me, even though I had gone over the 2-hour mark. I think I played nearly 5 hours or so. So I'm not too sure about the 14-day limit. I pre-ordered a long time ago, but anyway, thanks to Steam for actually refunding me. To be honest, I don't think they had a choice because of the huge amount of negative press the game received, but I did receive a refund within 2 hours. Now, I've sent a refund for Fallout 4, and now it's been 2 days. It's over 2 days now, and I still haven't received anything. How the refund works is once you've applied for a refund, you receive an email confirmation, and then obviously depending on the method by which you want to be refunded, whether you want it back to your credit card, your debit card, your Steam wallet, PayPal, whatever, they will send another email confirmation just to say that it's been accepted or approved or whatever. But with Steam pre-order refunds, I will provide a link to that just so you know your rights, just so you know where you stand with regards to that. It's not on the date of purchase of the pre-order. That's one thing I have to make clear. It's after the release date. So if you pre-ordered the game and you want a refund, there should be no issue, because firstly you haven't played the game, and secondly it may be after 14 days, but you haven't played the game. So it specifically states that once the game is launched. So those two exceptions that I mentioned earlier do apply to pre-orders once the game has been released. officially released. Of course, it has to be official, but Fallout 4, it's a rip-off, Bethesda. You need to change your policies. There's no excuse for it, especially compared to Grand Theft Auto 5, which is the reason why I think it's important to compare these prices with fellow AAA games, especially. And there are various tools that you can use. Now, you could turn around and say it's partly my fault in that I should have checked the prices as a consumer. I should have checked the prices in the United States. It's partly true, but how many people actually check the prices in America? If they're buying a game in Europe, somewhere in Europe, or anywhere else in the world, how many of those people actually go and check the prices around the world? Of course, depending on your location, depending on your IP, you don't have access to that on the store front. So, for example, when I bought Fallout 4 on Steam here in the UK, I was only shown the UK price. I'm not even shown the Euro price. I have no way of knowing that unless I research it. And there are various tools at your disposal, but once again, how many consumers actually go about doing that? How many consumers even know about Steam database? I will provide a link to that, as well as the links to the respective games, Fallout 4 and Grand Theft Auto 5, on those on that particular database. But not many people use those, and yeah, not many people know about them. I'm absolutely sure of that. But that's going to change for me. I'm definitely going to use that every single time, because it's ridiculous how much we're being ripped off here. And of course, my issue is not with the original price or the $59.99. I would have had no problems whatsoever paying that price. But to be charged $77, nearly $80 for the same game is just ridiculous, and I'm going to say no to that. Sorry. As good as Fallout 4 will be, undoubtedly, that will be a massive game. It will be a very, very good game. I have absolutely no doubt about it. But there's absolutely no way I'm going to be ripped off like that, and neither should you. So if you're from the UK, if you're from Brazil, you should boycott the game. As simple as that, until they lower the price. Because, once again, may I remind you, Grand Theft Auto 5 is £39.99. Okay, so there really is no excuse for this price disparity at all, especially when the price of Grand Theft Auto 5 and Fallout 4 in the United States are exactly the same. So that's enough for me, guys. Thank you very much for listening to me, my rambling. Until next time, I will see you later. Goodbye.